Why am I coming to CSS Battle? It's simple. It's because it's the simplest way to interact with HTML and CSS without the whole stress of browser, open website, as though it gives a different feel and vibe to everything we've been talking about since. All right, give me a minute, right? So follow me when I'm. Let me leave my camera on. I don't know why, but it will help me a lot. So yes, CSS battle is the approach we'll be taking for the next few days, back to back. So let's quickly do a battle, right? And then I would explain from there. Let me pick this. Let's go. So see,
Ma,
if you look
that
up
pink
here,
one there, 130,
you will see something
100
similar to what we have been doing
no
before,
400 naira.
HTML, right?
I don't have 400 naira.
Fatima, mute your mic, please. Thank you. So if you look forward, if you look at my screen, can you all see my screen? First of all, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Who said it? Who's talking? I cannot see you at this point. Who's talking just now? So see the objective here because there is timing for this call. So let me be fast. Write HTML, CSS in this editor and replicate the given target image in the least code with the least code possible. Right? So let's remove this because it is written here important. Remove the comments before submitting. Let's remove this. So we have two sections here. We have the style, which is the CSS, right? And we have the HTML part of it. All right. So I'm supposed to make this thing here. I'm supposed to make this section that has white and orange look like this section that has blue and white and yellow. So that's everything. All the code that we write in this section is aimed at doing this, achieving this. Do you understand? I need somebody to unmute their mic and give me constant feedback. Who will do that? Chine, Chine, unmute your mic, please. All right. So I need you to constantly give me feedback. Is that clear?
Okay. Yes,
All
sir.
right. So I think Molara and Fatima are both in a noisy environment. So this is the HTML part. Everything written outside this style will be the HTML, while everything inside this style will be the CSS, right? So notice if I make this 200, you notice it affects the width here, right? So we can see that of a truth, this is affecting the HTML. It is properly connected. Can we see that? So the first thing I want to do right now is um, I'm having divs. I know we spoke about divs before, and I told you that these are the basic components that we can hide, embed every other component. They are what we use to control documents on the HTML. Everything in the HTML browser is made up of divs. Outside, everything outside text is made up of divs generally, right? So if we do this now, the issue here is if we have three more divs, they will all have this size, this style, because it is affecting divs. So what we can do to make it make more sense is add class to identify. So for instance, on this call we have three ladies or three girls and two boys, right? If I say all the girls stand up, all of you will stand up. But if I say Omolara stand up, I am specifying the instruction to Omolara. Does that make sense? So what we want to do, does that make sense? Are
Yes,
you with me?
yes.
All right. So what we want to do now is to give a class, give them name, and the way to do that is to use class and ID. Class equals to, let's call this Amolara. Amolara. We can use a class on ID, right, to give different name. To do ID, it is like this. You can make the ID. Amolara was the surname. Oluwatu, Olatobi, Olatobi. Let's just call her Ola, right? Omulara Ola. Alright, so let's call this other one Hajarat, right? Let's call this one Fatima. So for today, we will not use the ID name for anything. Let's just stick with their class name, right? So if we do that, you notice this one is still affecting everything because everything is still at div. So the moment we do this, dot omolara, see, you only affect omolara, right? Do we get that? Can we observe that? So if I now do dot, so you notice how the case sensitivity in CSS is not doing anything on this panel. So let's go ahead and see how that has joined. Next time let's change the background color to, let's change the, so now let's get Fatima on board. I wanted to say what I don't get. No, sir. Sir? Make sure it's cool. Take up the while. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what I so, guys, can you see? You know, you know. What's the What's the right? So the first thing we do is I will mute my mic. Just follow my screen. I will mute my mic. Very much about you. Like everywhere. So, everywhere. Mommy, no concern, sorrow. What's the name? Emmanuel, sir. Emma? Sir. Excuse me, please. Okay, sir. Locate the office. Alright. Carry your laptop. Yes, sir. Hello. Hello. Mommy. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti pọ̀ jù sọ̀rọ̀. Táwọn sọ̀rọ̀. Sórí. Ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ wá dé lónìí. Mo mọ̀ kó máa dé ìfọ̀kàn ajá. Sórí àgbàlagbà dúró sílẹ̀ yẹn. Olóòrí kankan. Ọmọ kékeré wá fún 100 stories. Ó ń sàmà. Wọ́n mi dá kí èrí kankan. But
Just going there.
I won't do it now. I won't do it now. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Sorry for the
Yes, I can
uh,
hear.
that's nice. So back here we have three entities. We have Hajara, Omolara, and Fatima, right? So let's start with Omolara, who since she's number one. So if you notice, there's this item, this long line here. Can you notice it? The vertical one, then there is the horizontal one, right? Then there is this other cross two boxes here. So there are two ways to do this. I will use the two of them if time permits. But let me start with this one first. So Omolara is a tall man. So let's give Omolara um let's give her a width of 100 and a height of 400. No, 300. No, 200. Let's do 250. Let's do 250. Let's do width of 150 also. Let's do width of 120. Good. So that explains the height and the width, right? Let's do this temporarily. Let's do something temporary. Let's comment this out. And so we see Amolara has taken most of the height of available on the page. So we can go ahead and do, let's see the rounded border. Let's do border radius for the bone. So border radius is what makes it round or not. Let's do border radius of 50%. Nope, not 50%. Let's do 20%. So let's do 50 pixels. Let's make it. So I'm just trying random numbers, right? I think 60 pixel works. Let me try 70. I think anywhere from 70, we'll be getting the same number, the same outcome. So 60 pixels are a fine number. You can use 60 or you can leave it all the way to this. So let's just leave 90 because I like 90. Um, now there's another thing we should do. Then remember, all of them are inside this white place, right? But here, the white is not white. So let's target it's called body. Let's start with background. That's correct. I've gotten that right. And then Omolara is supposed to be blue, not the color she has now. Good, right? Are we seeing this? So let's do a display. There is something called flex. Flex will put everything on the same line. So if I comment this out, you see how everything are on one horizontal line, right? That's what flex does. So because it's on flex, I'll go ahead and do what's called flex direction. So direction is saying, should I leave it horizontal like this or I should make it column? But I want it to be column. So I'll do column, make it on a column. Makes sense. So there are two, there's column and there is row, right? If I do column reverse, it will make the first item appear on the last and the last on the first. If I do row reverse, it's the same thing. Make the last the first, but to be on row. So I'm doing column, right? And then why I use this is because I want to do this. Justify content. Then center, align items. Align items center. So let me mute let me mute the other guys for a while temporarily and explain something. Hmm. So let's do this so that we can. So we'll do one more thing. Can you guys still hear me? Position of education as absolute. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, you can.
Good. So see what I'm doing now. I'm cross-checking to see if I got the width correctly, but the height is not correct. My height is still shorter. So let's go to 80. We'll see how it is correct. Hmm. Clap for me, clap for me, clap for me. Okay. Now, notice something. We have gotten Omolara. Is that correct? Now let's come to Hajara. Hajara is supposed to be our number two, right? Where is our number two? So for Hajara, let's do this. Height of let's invert as you see Hajara is an inversion of Omolara. So let's say height width is 280 and the height is 120. Position absolute. And then border radius 90 pixel. You see, is this almost perfect? Yes, right? Now we'll do one thing very, very interesting. Let's come to Fatima and then let's go use Fatima. For Fatima, color is supposed to be white. I don't know why they think Fatima is the same, but let's not argue with them. So we'll come here and do position absolute, absolute. But see something interesting about Fatima. Fatima is supposed to be smaller and then totally round. So we do a border radius of 50%. Does that make sense? For our own Fatima looks smaller. So let's make it 80, 80. Now it looks bigger. 50 looks smaller, 80 looks bigger. So what do? We start reducing. Let's do 70. Still bigger. 60. Looks more like it now. Right? Guys, is that correct? Can anybody hear me? Are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
Are you following me? Or you are lost?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
following.
Alright. So now we see how our Fatima is one and she's in the middle. But the Fatima they gave us to replicate, there are two of them and they are not in the middle. right? Let me try something. So what I did. Now I made Fatima a subset of um Hajarat, but see what we got. Good. We can start from here. Since Fatima is absolute position, we cannot do top 20 pixels. Alright. Let's do 20 and see. Let's do 30. Ooh, sharp, sharp, sharp. So let's do Fatima 1, Fatima 1. Then we'll have another one. That will be Fatima 2. And then we'll copy everything here and do Fatima 2. So instead of right here, we'll now do left. Now let's see. So you got this perfect. Is that correct? Guys, are you with me? Oh, better still. Instead of doing Fatima 1, Fatima 2. Where's Fatima? Today, I'm waiting for you to look through and observe. Omolara, look through and observe. Abdulsalam, look through and observe. Talk to me.
Sorry, sir, what did you say?
I said, I'm waiting for you to look through and observe. Then get back, tell me, give me feedback. I finished.
I feel like they're the same thing already. So we just have
Yes.
to cross check.
Yes, so cross check.
It's okay.
Do you understand how I arrived at this? So let's do some optimization now. Please just follow me closely. This one may get very tricky. So just follow me closely. Is that clear? So if you notice, from here to this point, they are the same. So we're just repeating. So we can do this. But instead of doing, in fact, let me show you the implication. If I submit this, okay. So apparently, I cannot even submit because I'm not a free member. But you see that we have the same outcome here. I've done the same thing. But if I make some changes, let me make some optimization. Let's say I call them optimization and to still give us the same thing. Let's introduce a man called Abdul. And then for Abdul, let's have Abdul here, Abdul here. Do you observe? We still have the same thing. So let's see. This is the only one in this place. So let's see which other one can we. So this one now. It's the same thing for Omolara. It is the same thing for Hajarat. In fact, so yes, let's do this again. Let's introduce a person called Ja, and then Ja here, Ja here. You see, now my code is smaller than it was, but it still doing the same thing. Guys, did you observe that?